Ah, Paris, the city of light, love, and timeless beauty. For many, it's a dream destination, a place where both romance and history combine with one another. However, for some people, the reality when visiting the city can be quite disappointing. In fact, many people have reported feeling disappointed with France's capital city that there has been a term coined for it: Paris syndrome. Paris syndrome, despite its name, is not officially recognized as a medical condition. It instead refers to a phenomenon of symptoms some people experience when visiting the City of Lights, with symptoms including an increased heart rate, higher anxiety levels, dizziness, hallucinations, and most interestingly, feelings of persecution. Even I experienced Paris syndrome when I visited the city for the very first time. This can be caused by a few factors. The first of these has to do with expectations and reality. Many tourists may arrive in Paris expecting it to be a perfect romantic city due to the fact that it is portrayed like this in both movies and TV shows alongside social media. Then, when they actually see Paris as this metropolis with ordinary aspects of other major cities, including crowded streets from both locals and tourists, rude people all around, and being overall dirty, this leaves them feeling disappointed. How could Paris, this city now likely perceived by them as disgusting and overcrowded, look and feel absolutely nothing like what they saw in that one film or Instagram post? Culture can also be a key into the causes of Paris syndrome, with many websites listing it as an example of extreme cultural shock. Many tourists could be thrown off by a possible extreme difference in Parisian culture with their own, whether it would be regarding lifestyle or language barrier. Travel can also play a key to one experiencing Paris syndrome. Long flights, jet lag, and pressure to visit as much as possible in a limited amount of time can contribute to negatively impacting one's mental health. Interestingly, there is a group of tourists who most commonly report symptoms of Paris syndrome: Japanese tourists. This is likely caused by the idealization of Paris in Japanese culture as a great place to live and visit, along with the vast differences between Japanese and French culture. The term Paris syndrome was actually coined by Japanese psychiatrist Hiroaki Ota in the 1980s. At the time of the term's coining, he worked at a Parisian hospital and ended up writing a book of the same name in 1991. There have also been some cases reported from Chinese and Korean tourists, although anyone can experience symptoms of the phenomenon regardless of their background. This kind of disappointing feeling is also not exclusive to Paris. There is also the Jerusalem syndrome, where people are startled by the presence of several religious ideas and themes when visiting the ancient city, or Stendhal syndrome, which is a condition that sometimes occurs to others when they're exposed to objects or artwork that many would deem as beautiful. This syndrome is commonly called the Florence syndrome, as many of the reported cases occurred there. Now, you might be wondering there are ways to avoid dealing with Paris syndrome while there. The answer is yes. For starters, do your research before going. Remember that Paris, like any other major city, has its flaws, and also remember that no place is perfect. Learn some basic French phrases to reduce stress and make it slightly easier to communicate with locals. Take breaks. If you ever feel overwhelmed about Paris, find somewhere quiet to calm down, and if you ever experience severe distress, don't hesitate to seek professional help. That's all for today, and I hope you enjoyed today's exploration. If you enjoyed the video and would like to see more geographic and historic content, be sure to show your support by hitting the thumbs up and subscribe button with post notifications on. I am Gio today, and as always, stay tuned for more videos.